Welcome back, all you rising stars. I'm Paul Darren, and I have another video for you full of useful information and tips. Let's suppose that you want to submit to a film or television project, and you noticed in the breakdown it said, would prefer the actor to have blonde hair, and you currently don't have blonde hair. What do? Do you just say the hell with it and don't submit? Or do you submit anyway and just say, well, I hope they bounce off my credentials. It's not really going to make that much of a difference. Or would you do like I would do and go home and double process your hair to blonde? Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do for you today in this video. And I'm going to show you with these products right here. What you see is what you get. That's all I need. Maybe a towel and possibly a blow dryer, but that's all. I'm going to show you how fast and easy and inexpensive it is to double process your hair to get the result you need for that self-tape that's going to increase your odds of getting that job. All right, so step one is make sure you're wearing old clothes, okay? Because let's face it, if you get bleach on your clothes, it's over, all right? Secondly, make sure if you have any products in your hair, gel, hairspray, texture cream, pomade, get it out of there because it's going to interfere with the process. Sometimes those products will interfere with the penetration of colors. Now, you're going to need a good pre-lightening powder. I love Wella Blondor, okay? This is a really good product. It's for on the scalp. Make sure whatever pre-lightening powder you pick, it's for on the scalp. Otherwise, you're going to have some serious problems up there. It's going to burn your scalp a little bit. So this one I love to use. It's got 7 levels of lift. It cuts the brass, has a bluing agent in it, and it's very gentle on the hair too, so it doesn't fry your hair. And I'm going to mix that with 40 volume. This here is Procare 40 volume. Procare is another, inexpensive developer company. I'm going to need 40 volume because I'm going to need to go up at least 3 levels from where I'm at. I'm like a level 7 blonde, and I need to get up to like 9 or 10 to do this job right? So, by the way, all hair color is level 1 through 10, 1 being jet black, 10 being platinum blonde, and you're going to be somewhere in between. It's not really about what number developer I need to use. It's really about how many applications of the 40 that I need to do. Now for me, I might be able to get it in 1 if I leave it on long enough, or it might take 2 times. Usually when I've done this before, there'll be a spot somewhere there that I have to go back in and hit it just to bring it up and even it out. So you may have to do that, but that's not a problem. So we take our 40 volume, we take our Blondor, we mix it in a bowl, you put it on your hair, and you wait and you watch, okay? Once you get it to the desired level of lift, which is going to be like a 9 or a 10, it should look pretty pale yellow. You're going to then shampoo that out, and you may or may not want to condition. I usually throw a little conditioner in there just to soften the hair a bit, nourish it, in between this process. And then you're going to take your target color. Now me, like I said before, I love Goldwell. This is my target color, 7 Neutral Ash, and it's what I have in here right now, but because I'm going to be very light, it's going to actually produce a very light tone. It's going to cut any kind of yellow out, and it's going to give me that nice soft blonde that I want. So I'm going to mix that up with 10 volume. This is Prolific. This is another inexpensive developer company. Now, if you're going to cut corners anywhere, you can cut it with the developer, okay? I wouldn't cut corners with your target color. You need a good company. You need a good color that's going to look good, and I wouldn't cut corners on the pre-lightener powder because you need something that's not going to wreck your hair. But usually, my personal opinion is that a lot of these developers are the same. I know color companies want you to buy the developer that goes with their color system, and I get that. I understand that. But if you're going to try and save a couple of bucks, you can cut corners with the developer. So you mix the 10 volume with your color, and then you throw that on, and you're going to watch that to see what level you want that toner to finally lock in at. The longer you leave it on, obviously, is the more rich that color is going to become. Now I have to watch because it's a level 7, right? If I leave it on too long, I'm going to be back to where I started, and then, it's a waste of my time. And then finally, you all know this, but make sure that you use good shampoo and conditioner. This one here, I use a lot of different ones, but on hand here I have Goldwell. I have the Color Rich line. Excellent for color treated hair. Why? Because you want to make sure that you're using stuff like that, because toners tend to fade rather quickly depending on how much you shampoo your hair. And you want to use a good color system like that so that it preserves that color longer. You're going to have to tone that hair probably a couple weeks down the road anyway. So those are all the steps. Those are all the products. I'm going to go do this right now, and I'll be right back. All right, there's no turning back now. I've got the product in my hair. You can see it's already changing color. I used a brush and a comb. I used the brush on the outer perimeter of the hairline. You want to be neat about it, right? You want to keep that product on your hair and off the skin. I used the comb to comb it through. I use like a barber comb, by the way. It's got wider teeth so I can, wield it quicker. And also too, if you're going to use a comb, don't drag it on your scalp. If you do that, you're going to irritate the scalp. The stuff's going to burn. You're going to have to take it off. Okay, I keep the comb flat. And I kind of scale it, and I pull the hair back that way, and then I'll whip it forward, and then I'll pull it up because I want the air to get through it so it lifts everything evenly. That's important. If you feel any kind of tingling when you first put it on, that's normal. It's because you're using a high volume 40 and blonding powder. If it should dissipate, by the way, after a few minutes. If you feel a burning sensation, get it off immediately because something's definitely wrong. You might be highly sensitive to the product, so you got to get it off. Yeah, so I have a few minutes left. I'm going to rinse that out. And by the way, if you find this video mildly entertaining, hit the like button, maybe subscribe. I love you actors. I love you entertainers and singers and photographers and production people. I love what you donate to the world. And this video is definitely for you. So I'm gonna go rinse this off and see what I got. Okay, well, there's another well-calculated plan gone to pot. No, I'm kidding. I got a great result. I got the back and the sides lifted up to a nice high-level blonde. There's no redness or irritation on my skin. And, well, the top's a little darker because my hair is wet. And I'm going to go and blow dry that. And if I think I need to make it any lighter than that, I'll just reapply the product. And I'll wait 5-10 minutes, and then I'll rinse that out. And then I'll put my toner on. And, by the way, I only did a light shampoo. I didn't use conditioners. So I'm going to go back there and check it out. Okay, so I did reapply. I'm going to get it a little lighter, and then I'm going to rinse that out and throw my toner in. Okay, so I rinsed out that second application. My hair is still wet, but I think you can see that it's a little lighter now. Now we're ready for toner. Any Priest fans out there? So I'm back, and the job is done. I like the tone, I like the color. I got this really cool high lift Billy Idol blonde, and I have to say that I took that toner, I put it on, and in about a minute it took. I mean, I by the time I put it on, it had to come right back off. So I got it out in time, thank goodness, and I love the result. So you got to watch it. Make sure when you put that toner on, you watch what you're doing because you don't want to overshoot the runway, okay? Then you got to start all over again. By the way, I saw an article in Marie Claire magazine online, and I think the article was called 43 Shades of Blonde Hair. Really cool article, 43 different pictures of different celebrities and their different hair colors and the names of those hair colors. So really cool. And so why did we do this? Well, first of all, it's fun. Second of all, we talked about, well, maybe you saw a submission for maybe a musician type, and we would prefer the actor had blonde hair. So that's what we did. We did the double process and got a great result, and that's all there is to it. When you do things like that, you increase your odds of getting a self-tape and booking that job. Why? Because you give them what they want to see, and it's fun. So get at it. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you want to subscribe, I have a lot more videos coming, and I think they'll entertain you. I do coaching one-on-one, and if you have any comments you want to leave them below, I will answer them. And I'll also leave a link to all the products that we use today, so you can check that out also. Until next time, this is Paul Darren, and I'll catch you on the next one.